One of the worst things that you can do for your career is take guidance from YouTube. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why that's the case and how you should be using YouTube as a student who wants to make a career in tech. Let's get started. So YouTube is a great place for information, for learning, for entertainment. That's also great, but I do not recommend YouTube in order to take guidance. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why. So there are like 4 to 5 reasons why I do not recommend taking guidance on YouTube. And there's a little bit of like a like a downside to it as well for not taking guidance on YouTube, but the downside is not as extreme as the positive side. Let's say there are some positive sides also that you might be able to take guidance from YouTube, but the positive side are not enough to compensate for the downside. Okay, so let's get started. So reason number one is there's a lot of bias and miscommunication on YouTube. Now, I have a lot of friends in Microsoft in India and Amazon in India. So I asked them like, how was your interview experience? And they say, oh, it was very easy. They just asked a simple reverse linked list problem, simple binary tree invert problem, simple array problem. It was very easy. But when I look at YouTubers who are from Fang India, they are saying, oh no, such difficult interview. Please buy our courses. We will help you to clear these interviews. Check out the link in my bio description and we will help you clear this interview. These Fang India interviews very difficult. You need 7-star coder. You need to be a 7-star coder. If you don't do computer programming or code forces or whatever, you cannot clear these interviews. That is what they say. Okay. And they say CP helps a lot and all of these things. No. So on one way, people who are not influencers are saying that, okay, we were asked simple questions. Online QA round was very easy. On the other hand, influencers are saying, no, it's very difficult. Now, the reason for that is bias and misinformation, because they have to maintain a credibility. They have to sell their courses and boot camps or whatever. And that's why they're doing that. So I would say specifically if you're from India, because most of my audience is, um, do not take guidance from Fang, ex-Fang or Fang India influencers, but you can take guidance from Fang India employees. If they are not influencers, you can take guidance from them. Now, again, this is not a good thing because you cannot generalize a public like this. You're like, Kunal, but there may be many Fang influencers in India or maybe in the future who are good. That's true, but the risk of the risk of the cancer spreading to you is a lot more as compared to some good person you finding. And today in this date there is no one, because everyone is starting their tech platform, everyone is starting their career boot camps, everyone is being like get a job guru and things like that. So ideally I would just say ignore everyone. Okay, and instead take guidance from people who are not that popular, including me. Like, just take tech guidance and stuff, but career guidance and stuff, take from people in open source, join communities, go to events, hackathons. KubeCon is coming up, so you can attend KubeCon as a student. You'll find so many amazing people there, right? So there's bias and misinformation. That's point number one. So it will be very bad for your career if you fall into some clickbaits and scams. So please be safe. All right. Reason number two is lack of credibility, because anyone can make a YouTube channel. Hundreds and hundreds of podcasts have now started, millions and millions of views. And the thing you have to understand about podcasts is it's one of the easiest things to do, because you as a guest, you are just asking questions. And so you as a host is just asking questions, but the guest is the one who has worked years and years of experience, and they are the ones who are sharing their knowledge. So when you watch a podcast or something like this, you should make the mentor the guest who is on the podcast, not the host. Host is just asking questions, but it's the guest who is providing the value. Because students do this, so hundreds and thousands of students are starting their podcast, and when people watch these podcasts, I think it's great because they're raising awareness. But in the end, you are like, bhaiya, bhaiya, please help us, bhaiya. And that bhaiya, they are pointing to the host who themselves is 19 years old and has done nothing apart from podcast. Okay, instead you should take guidance from the people who are the guest on the podcast. They are the real people who are creating the value. Okay, So lack of credibility. Anyone can make a YouTube channel and they can start uploading videos irregardless of their qualifications or expertise. Now, having said that, it does not mean that every single YouTuber is not good, because when there is credibility, it is visible. That is what I'm talking about. So some good examples, let's say Tech with Nana, right? So when you watch Tech with Nana's YouTube channel and the complex Kubernetes tutorials and the Prometheus video monitoring, all the tools, videos and everything, such difficult topics explained in such an amazing way, I have not found that on YouTube anywhere else. Then obviously there is credibility. If a person is explaining such complex topics in a nice way, then obviously we know they are knowledgeable. But if someone is just making roadmap videos and something that does not require many effort and just being a host of a podcast, that is not credibility. Again, might be good work, but you have to do your research in order to find credibility. Okay, if we talk about someone else who is like, let's say not on YouTube, but let's say we have Siam, for example, or let's say Kelsey, he creates, let's say, his YouTube channel tomorrow. Then do you need to question their credibility? Absolutely not, because they have an extensive career. They already have credibility in the community. Everyone knows they are, the very good in their field and have done a lot in the tech industry, and their opinions matter a lot, quite a lot, because the credibility is already there. They are not what they are because of their YouTube channel. They are because of their whatever knowledge they have, whatever, right? And this applies for people who are YouTubers or not YouTubers. Okay, I am Kunal Kushwaha because I am Kunal Kushwaha. I am not Kunal Kushwaha because of my YouTube channel. This is my second, third YouTube channel. I had previous one as well, which was like 65,000, got deleted. I could not care. I started this one. If this one, I lose access to this one, I'll start another one and I'll grow that one as well. It took me 0 to 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. Okay, so it all depends. If you have knowledge, that's the most important part. So look for credibility. That's why again YouTube is not a good source, because everyone is giving guidance and there's a lot of lack of credibility. And one more thing I want you to realize is that when you get a certain number of followers on social media, you get started reaching out for sponsorships. Please promote our product, please do on that. So I only promote the tools and stuff that are relevant to my audience and that I feel are good. So all the things that you will find, or the collabs you will find on my YouTube channel, are the ones that I highly recommend. Okay, but I have been reached out by the billion-dollar startups of India to teach on their platform, to promote their courses on my channel. I have just said no. I do not care if you're a billion-dollar valuation company. Your courses are garbage. I will not promote garbage. So things that some people do this, they will just promote anything for money. So again, lack of credibility. Right. Third point is also interesting one, which is a little bit like around lack of personalization, because the YouTube algorithm focuses on a mass group of people. So it will recommend to a broader audience, and that can be a little bit challenging to find the guidance that fits your right need. How do we solve this problem? So the solution to find personalized guidance that you can relate to, the way I did it, and it changed my career so good. Figure out where you are in your career and then take guidance from people who are in that stage in your life, because they have been in your shoes, they have been where you were, and they have gotten out of it, so they can help you. For example, in my college life, I never took guidance from IITians. I ignored IITians completely. Why? Because IITians have good on-campus placements. If I asked an IITian, hey, how did you get a job at Google? They're like, oh, I got a on-campus placement because I'm from IIT. I'm like, okay, how does that help me? It does not. Google will not come to Maharaja Agrasen college. That is my college, right? Apple, Facebook type companies are not going to come. So why would I waste my time taking guidance from an IITian? No, I would not. Similarly, there were some many like special programs that you might not be eligible for. Oh, I got into Microsoft because I was a part of this program. Improving some stuff or whatever, which is great, good for you. But how does it benefit me? Am I eligible to be a part in this program? Oh no, you are not eligible to be a part of this program. Okay, well, congratulations to you, and really great work. Good luck. I will find some different route where I am eligible. Third thing, I never took guidance from Fang India engineers. I'd never did that because I did not want to work with like a 15 LPA job or whatever, because I think engineers in India by FANG companies are highly underpaid, and I do not support such practices. So what I did was I found people on social media and in events who were from tier 2, tier 3 colleges, meaning colleges that don't get that much of a good reputation, and who made it big right from the start of their college. So it was very hard, but I could not find many people who got really high packages or whatever right from the start. Usually I found people who worked in FANG for like 2 3 years, then jumped to other company in India, then jumped to other company in India, jumped to other company in India, then jumped to other company in India, and then they move abroad. Or I found people who started working at a company in India, then they move abroad for masters, and then they settle over there. I wanted to save few years of my life, so I had to work really hard and stuff like that. It's really difficult. But again, find people you can relate to is what I would say. Lack of personalization. Again, that YouTube does not provide that. So don't try YouTube for that. All right. The last one is over promises and oversimplifications and stuff. Many people are like, this is the only video you need, this is the only thing you need. Just watch this and I will be able to help you. Watch this tutorial, buy this course and do this thing. So never get into such things. Always feel the disconnect of like the personalization with the YouTuber. The YouTuber is not your family. People call me bhaiya bhaiya. I'm not your bhaiya. Okay. If I was your bhaiya, if you were my family, I would have completed the data science course last year. I would have completed machine learning. It takes me 1 month to create machine learning course. Okay. So I do not care about people on a personal level. And I should not either, because how can I care about 1 billion people on a personal level by asking every single one, replying to every single DMs? I have 24 hours in a day. And the truth is, no one does. Anyone on YouTube say, I am your bhaiya, I will help you, I care about you. No, there's a lot of money hidden behind that. Okay, always look for that. So in reality, no one cares. Okay, but on the other hand, I do care about the community as a whole. I do care about the community as a whole. That is why I'm making videos like this and courses and guiding you, mentoring you, and going doing the scholarships and helping people and doing events and doing all the things we do at We Make Devs. But individually, I could not care less. So, for example, a good example for this is, hey everyone, great job opportunity, try to apply for it. Hey, a nice open source program has started. Please apply for it. It will be helping for your career. Hey everyone, remote work is awesome. I'd recommend applying to remote work. So I say this to the mass audience. Then if some one person or student comes to me, be like, Kunal, I really don't want to work remotely. Please, how can you persuade me and how can you convince me? To that individual person, I would be like, I could not care less. It's your life. I have no idea who you are, so do what you want. Why would I care? Why would I care if you don't want to work remotely or don't want to do this or you want to do computer programming or whatever? Do it. How would my life be affected with the decisions that you make? It won't. So individually, I do not care, but overall, it's my duty because I have a big audience to spread truthful information, and that is what I am doing, and that is what I will be keep on doing. If you want to consume that information and move ahead with it, then that's your call. But yeah, that's another point. So to sum up, very hard to find, very easy to find credibility, but people don't do that. So find credibility, try not to use YouTube for guidance. Instead, take guidance from people who are active around global communities. You will find them on social media or whatever, who don't have that many followers. If you're particularly looking for guidance in tech, go to tech events and join communities and contribute to open source projects. Here you will find people who are not so popular but really really smart, and since they are not so popular, they will also not get many DMs, so they will be able to reply to your DMs fast. So ideally, I'd recommend not to follow such like kid influencers and podcasters and all these other things. No, don't do it. It will be a huge waste of time. Try to reduce your YouTube screen time to as little as possible and remove all the non-relevant connections on social media. Only follow people who are serious in their field. Thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, and again, it does not really matter with age, okay? Because I know someone who was like 17 years old. He was working at a cloud startup, and just 17 years old. So you should not be like, oh, this dude is in high school, I should not take guidance from him because he is a high schooler. No, Kunal never said that. Age is just a number, okay? Kunal never said that. I will say, no matter the age, look for credibility. Okay, that's it. So thanks a lot for watching. Any questions you have, leave those in the comment section below, and I'm happy to answer. But yeah, in the end, hard work prevails all. So work hard, do good work, be empathetic, share your knowledge with others, and I'll see you in the next one. Any questions you have, comment section, I'll reply to all the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.